Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Frisco and this is my real estate show. Today on my show, some information about Frisco housing market. My guest today is Greg Garrison with Pappas Roofing and Construction and what's new going on in Frisco business and social life.
Meet Mr. Frisco, a realtor selling residential real estate in Frisco and far north Dallas. As a former professional athlete, track and field, and strength and conditioning coach, Mr. Frisco immigrated to the USA 20 years ago with $50 in his pocket, a suitcase, and zero English to pursue the American dream and build a successful real estate business. Hardworking, persistent, customer service, and detail-oriented, Mr. Frisco strives to secure a smooth closing on his client's biggest investment, their home. He puts his experience and knowledge to serve his clients the best way possible. Building his business by referral allows him to maintain relationships with his clients and serve them even after the transaction is closed. This is Frisco Realty News with Mr. Frisco.
So let's see what's happening on Frisco real estate market in November. The median Frisco existing home price for the past 12 months has increased 5.3%, reaching $600,000, and the median price for November has not changed compared with the previous month. So, housing market in Frisco has flattened out in November after 7 months of decreasing. The inventory on the market increased 207.6% compared with the same time of the last year, with 323 houses for sale on the market. The inventory on the market decreased 13.6% in November compared with October. So the inventory in Frisco is still very low. The median existing home sales for the past 12 months is down 40%, reaching 123 sold homes, and the home sales for November decreased 22.6% compared with October. So the market activity in Frisco has been slowing down for the last 6-7 months. The median days on the market for the past 12 months is up, reaching 28 days, but dropped in November compared with October and now reaching 29 days. So today it's gonna take 1 day less to sell a home in Frisco. The month's supply of inventory on the market is still very low, 1.8 months, which is still very strong seller's market. It doesn't matter that sounds that unbelievable on the dropping prices, but yes, it is. Inventory is still really low. You know, again, to remind you that balanced market we consider with 6 months of inventory on the market. So we are so far away of a balanced market. So now it's time for my guest, Greg Garrison with Pappas Roofing and Construction. Hey, Greg, welcome to my show. How are you?
Good, Victor. How are you?
Good to have you. Good to have you. So you're sales manager for Pappas Roofing, correct? Yep. And construction.
That's right. And construction.
And construction.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Why and construction?
Because we do way more than just roofing. We are a general contractor, and we do fencing, siding, windows, painting, flooring, and we also do like burnouts and floodouts. Like we help people that have floods. A lot of multifamily stuff. We can go in and restore the property that's been damaged either by burn or floods.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Actually, that reminds me that I have to replace one of my windows.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll call you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll call you. All right. How long have you been in the roofing business?
I've been in the roofing business myself for 5.5 years. I started in 2017, and prior to that, I had been with Coca-Cola for 34 years. And my cousin, Brian Jackson, is the GM at Pappas, and he asked me to come work for him part-time. And Brian's been in the roofing industry for over 40 years. And so I was like, Brian, man, I don't know anything about roofing, man. I've just been selling soft drinks for 34 years. And he said, it's the same thing, man. It's customer service, but you're selling roofs instead of soft drinks. So he taught me the business. And fortunately for me at the time, I live in McKinney, and McKinney had been hit by a hailstorm 2 or 3 years in a row. So I just started calling people that I knew in McKinney that I go to church with and go, hey man, here's what I'm doing. And they're like, yeah, man, I'm sure we have damage. People have been knocking on our doors for the last 3 months, and but we just don't know who to trust. So that was a big deal for me. And I think that's a lot important about this industry is people want they want to work with somebody that they can trust.
Yeah. So it is about you start with the sphere of influence that trust you, and then
Yes.
You do business by referral. They refer you to somebody else, and your business is growing. Correct.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. And I got involved in a couple of networking groups, your group being one of them, and that helps a lot as well. Get to know people. It's about building relationships with people, and developing that trust is so important.
Yeah, building relationships. Yeah. It's the base. It's the trust. Right. You do business with people that you like and you trust.
Correct.
That's great. Yeah. So you just decide to roofing because you just wanted to change the career, and it happened that relatives that you have were there. We're talking about trust because, yes, every time after the storm, I have 10 people knocking on my door, asking to give me a free estimate, checkup, and all this stuff. And honestly, I have heard that not only heard actually. I know people that had big problems with the roofers, what would you advise people to prevent themselves from a scam in this business? Because there are many roofers that are traveling, they chasing the storms, and they come here, they take the money, and they leave.
That's true. That's a great question. So what we always advise people to do is, first and foremost, do your research. Because unfortunately in Texas, the roofing industry is not regulated. So anybody can claim to be a roofing contractor. And that's usually what happens after a big storm here. Somebody was maybe a landscaper one week, and then a storm hits, and the next week they're going to be a roofing contractor because they see an opportunity to make some money. So we always tell people to do your research, check out their website, check out their reviews, how long have they been in business, do they have an actual physical address, and ask for references. And another thing to do, because there's no licensing requirements in Texas. So again, anybody can claim to be a roofing contractor. That also means that they may not have any insurance. So if they do something to your house when they're on your roof and they don't have any liability insurance, then it's on you. So you just got to be careful. You got to be careful with who you let on your roof.
So I have heard there are roofers that they take money up front. Is that a regular practice in your business, or like a 50% of the of the repairs and the cost of the repairs?
Yeah, we never ask for any money up front, and I've heard from people that have been scammed like that they gave money up front to a roofing contractor, and then they never came back and did the work. So we always tell people, hey, don't give anybody any money up front. Do the work. I mean, we never ask for money up front. So you got to be real careful.
So it's not common somebody to ask for money up front. It means it's a red flag.
Yeah, that is a red flag, most definitely.
Okay. And do you work with the insurance company? So what people needs to do first when they think that they have a damaged roof? What would you advise them? What's going to be the first move that they have to do?
The first move would be to call a trusted contractor, somebody that you know, or somebody that's referred to you, or you've done your research and you find somebody you want to use, and then have them come out and do an inspection of your roof first before you file a claim. That's the best way to do it. Now, some people don't do that. They'll just file a claim regardless, and it is what it is. But, sometimes we'll go out and do an honest assessment of the roof. And if there's not enough damage, then we advise the homeowner there's no need for you to file a claim.
Exactly. It's going to be on your record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. So, what kind of shingles would you advise people to choose? Because people don't know. There's somebody coming and say, "Hey, bring some shingles."
Yeah.
And can you tell more about shingles and cheap stuff? Everybody are looking for cheap. What would you say people that they decline a contractor because they think that they found very cheap one?
Yeah, well, that's a great question too. And of course, typically in this industry, you get what you pay for. And you can always find somebody cheaper to do the work. Let's just say it's not an insurance claim, but it's just like a retail job that somebody wants to replace their roof. But you can always find somebody to do it much cheaper. Unfortunately, a lot of times that means that you're going to have issues moving down the road, and maybe that you're unaware of, because most homeowners don't get on the roof, so they don't know what's going on up there. And we have seen a lot of shoddy work over the years, and so we have to come in a lot of times and fix other people's mistakes. So again, you need to be very careful. And speaking of roofs, we do all type of roofing materials. We do architectural shingles, asphalt shingles. We do metal roofs. We do tile roofs. We do flat roofs, like modified, and also TPO for commercial projects. So we do a lot of multifamily properties, commercial properties, as well as residential.
Again, people don't know. What would you recommend as like a common use of shingles? Let's say, if I ask you, hey, what would be the best to put on my roof? What would you say?
As far as shingles go?
Yeah.
Typically, we use GAF, and they are one of the largest shingle manufacturers in North America. There are lots of other brands. There's, Owens Corning and Atlas and several other companies that make shingles, but we use GAF predominantly on residential because we are GAF Master Elite certified, and that puts us in the top 2% of the contractors in North Texas. And what that means for the homeowner, again, it comes down to trust. So GAF stands behind our work. We had to earn the certification. So we are able to offer an enhanced warranty through GAF. The first 2 years of workmanship warranty against leaks are on us. And then if we do a 10-year, if we do a silver pledge warranty through GAF, there's another 8 years that's covered by GAF. So they also stand behind our work, and they will guarantee our work as well against workmanship and manufacturer defects. And then we also can offer a 25-year warranty through GAF. That's a long warranty. So it's 2 years on us and 23 years on GAF.
So if a contractor comes to my door, knocks on my door, comes to me and say, hey, I will replace I would like to replace your shingles, and let's say people agree on that, and they don't know that, okay?
Right.
So that's a good question to ask each contractor, correct? If they're certified. I don't know, with all the manufacturers, they have certifications, or
you can get certifications through most of them. Yeah.
Most of them.
This is something that we've worked really hard for over the last few years. And so we offer enhanced warranties to all of our residential customers that we do. Now, some people they prefer another shingle brand like Owens Corning because the colors may look a little different, and that's fine too. We'll install that as well.
But you're not certified with them?
Say that again?
Are you certified with the other company?
Yes, yes, we are.
Certified with both?
Yeah, we just can't offer extended warranties like this. These are pretty nice.
So actually, the manufacturers, they hold their contractors up to some standards in order to get this certification, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, and through GAF, we do training throughout the year. We have to do. It's almost like continuing education, which I'm sure lots of people have to do. So it's training that we take through them, and we have to log in and do certain things to keep it going.
And how long have you been with the Pappas Roofing?
5.5 years.
5.5 years.
Pappas Roofing started in 2010, and And Bill and Stephanie Pappas, the owners, they put their heart and soul into this business and have built it from the ground up. And I'm just really proud to be a part of the Pappas team and the Pappas family.
So it's kind of family business.
It is.
Family-owned business.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff together. We're a pretty tight-knit group. Yeah.
It's good. Family is always good.
We have a lot of fun. We work hard, but we have a lot of fun too.
That must be, work hard, play hard.
Right.
It's how it is. All right. I know a lot of people that they just, there is a storm. They don't check their roof unless it's not leaking. And then someday they say, let me check my roof. And then there is always question, hey, when did that happen? Okay, so how I'm going to remember when exactly that happened? So there is roofing damage, and I know that is after you come over, but how do we know?
Yeah, well, we can track that. We have technology that shows when the hailstorms hit certain areas, and we get hail maps, and we can go back and look it up. And the same thing that the insurance companies do, they can tell because maybe somebody wasn't home when they had hail, or maybe they were out of town and didn't know about it. And but there's technology to go back and find when the storm date moved through, and it shows if the hail was 1 inch or 1.5 inch or 2 inch hail. So we can find those dates.
Are you chasing storms? Do you chase storms?
No, we don't. No. We don't chase storms. We work residential. We work in the DFW area. We'll stay all over DFW residential wise. Multifamily stuff, the apartment complexes and commercial jobs. We'll do stuff in Austin and San Antonio and Houston and different areas like that. We'll just take our crews and go down for a few weeks and get the project knocked out.
So do you work only in Texas?
We do. Yes, we just work here in Texas.
Are you planning to expand?
Not sure yet. We've talked about it a little bit, but I'm not sure. Right now, we'll just stay in Texas. There's a lot of work here, and we've been staying busy for the last few years.
Yeah, there's. Now it's good, but the spring is coming. So.
Yep. Yeah, you never know in Texas when you're going to hit with a storm. There's crazy weather this past week. Tornadoes come through. So
and now the cold is coming through. So
yep, it's going to be cold the next couple days.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Anything else we can think of? Can you think of something that I forgot to ask?
I mean, there's again because there's no regulations in Texas for this industry. We are heavily involved with the apartment associations of Greater Dallas and also Tarrant County. And we were one of the major contributors in the most recent toy drive that the Apartment Association of Greater Dallas had. And we're very proud to be involved and give back to our community. And we also support an awesome ministry in McKinney called Bell and Sparrows. And we also are a proud supporter of Ducks Unlimited. So we try to get involved in the community as much as we can and give back.
Well, yeah, that's always give back.
Yeah,
give back to receive.
That's right.
Always give first.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good. So if people would like to reach out to you, how they can do that?
They can call our office number, which is 972-547-6631. They can go to our website at www.pappasroofingandconstruction.com, or they can call my cell number at 469-744-4802.
So guys, if you need a good roofer, because I have personal experience with Pappas Roofing, and they did a great job on our roof. Just call Greg. Greg is the one that's going to help you.
Absolutely.
So let's see what's going on in Frisco's social and business life. Let's talk today about golf showcase at the Omni PGA Frisco Resort. According to a recent article by Miranda James for Community Impact, Frisco residents and visitors alike have much to look forward to. The article states the new Omni PGA Frisco Resort not only comes with hundreds of rooms and thousands of square feet of meeting space, but it also opens a gateway to a walkable entertainment district centered around the sport of golf. The $520 million development PGA Frisco is four-part project brought to Frisco by a public-private partnership among the city, Omni Hotels and Resorts, PGA of America, and Frisco ISD. A development this large has to come in phases. The article adds Jeff Smith, Vice President and Manager Director of the Omni PGA Frisco Resorts, offered an all-encompassing overview of the four different parts of the project. While the PGA manages for golf courses, Omni Hotels and Resorts owns and develops the entire property. Smith said the first component of the project is the Professional Golfers Association of America headquarters, which opened in August on a 30 acres practical facility. The new building will serve as the game's commercial hub and creative engine, officials said. Of course, what's a resort experience without a space to relax? James adds. The second component is the Omni PGA Frisco Resort itself. The main building comes with 500 guest rooms and 49 suites. It also houses the Mocha Spa, which features 15,000 square feet of space with 20 treatment rooms and spa pool with 8 cabanas and a cafe called Green Cactus Cafe. In total, the resort will have 4 pools, and in addition to this pool, the resort will feature 2 family pools with an outdoor bar and grill and splash pad for children. The final pool is an infinity edge pool on the 66th floor. I'm sorry about that. On 6th floor, that also features a bar and grill on the roof. So explore the golf showcase at the Omni PGA Frisco Resort when you want to get away from it all. Then contact Mr. Frisco when you are ready to make your move to Frisco. So today, my show has an anniversary. It turns 1 year since I started this adventure, and I would like to say thank you to everyone that follow my YouTube channel and my show. I would like to use the opportunity as well on my last show for the year to thank you all friends, all network buddies, real estate professionals, and family that helped me to make 2002 the best year in my business. I would like to wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and very happy New Year. See you again in January 2023.